Right then. And I do... Oh, man. This is just a crappy wooden hammer. Eesh. At the very least, I can make a copper one. I don't think I can build an iron one. It's still better than wood. I mean, honestly. There we go. So, this is the tricky bit. See, unfortunately, you can only tear down walls from the edges. So, when you get real deep in a cave, you usually can't just break away walls, and that's kind of a problem. So, when I do silly things like this, it takes a little extra work. But being able to hide my village away from your usual gang of threats... Oh! I mean, being able to keep the base fairly safe is kind of preferable. Because, I mean, technically you don't lose a lot. Welcome back, Kilotron Win. Because even though, you know, if you have your guys die, that sucks and all, but they do respawn most of the time. And hell, there's even one villager you kill yourself. Repeatedly, sometimes. Because he's secretly a terrifying monster. Alright, well, you have fun. You're welcome back anytime, of course. Well, that's interesting. The game seems to be automatically eating pies. Because I know I had 9 in my inventory just a bit ago. And the time on the well-fed buff was low. And now all of a sudden I only have 8 in my inventory. Interesting. Oh, excuse me. There we go. Well, it's not much yet, but it's a start. Let's clear out some of this shaft. Why the hell did I keep chopping up rope? That's not what I want to do. Come on, game. Alright. I guess I'll just use the precision tool here. Oops. Okay, I guess I'll keep hacking at it this way. So I can expand on this to the sides, and I mean, I'm going to need a lot more wood. And in fact, I'm thinking maybe wood won't be the best construction material here. What's the day again already? It's day. Jeez. I'm completely screwing up my stream markers, so that's awesome. And do I even have platforms? I have platform. Just one. Okay. Unfortunate. Oh, can I not jump off of these? Is that all I have for stone? Well, that's going to be even less good of a building material than wood right now. Oh, that's right. I need to build a house for the demolitionist. Oh, traveling merchant. I don't see him very often. What does he have here? Celestial magnet I can't afford. Lifeform analyzer. None of these are useful. Okay, then. So I need to build. I need a good material for walls, and then all your usual doors and tables and chairs and such. Oh my! There's got to be somewhere that's just abundant with rock. Let's dig randomly and just relax, doing very, very little. Oh, that's right, water. Water is bullshit. Okay. We'll go over here then. At the very least, stone, I mean, like most things, they'll have the usual 4-to-1 conversion for you know, just a material to a background wall. And if nothing else, I'm going to have plenty of sand. Sandworms. Always nice. Oh, this has gone from bad to worse. Oh, there's the train tracks again. I mean, I guess I could build a cart to see where it goes, but that does... Oh, iron. Hey. So one fun thing I did at a point was I built a big train track in the sky, and that was helpful. Turns out that one of the hard mode bosses is actually much easier to kill if you do that. I mean, you can build a sky bridge and run back and forth on it, but that's not always enough. Oh. You know, I haven't seen a single gold chest yet. It's all been normal ones so far. Is that more iron? It is. I've also seen shockingly few life crystals. I mean, granted, maybe once I start building spelunker potions, that'll change. But right now, well, it's the early game blues. Look, that's one thing Diablo 3 managed to get right after they changed their loot system, is it went from, you know, the early game's kind of exciting in it because nearly every piece of equipment you pick up at the beginning, because you're gaining levels and stuff, the equipment just consistently gets better until you hit 70. And it's like, oh, I found a thing. And then, you get to the cycle of, just trying to grind better, better versions of certain legendaries and set items, and then it just stops becoming fun anymore. So I should have a reasonable amount. Okay, a couple hundred. It's getting harder and harder to tell day from night. I suppose that's just a feature of hanging around in deep, dark caves. But still, I suppose I could build a clock at some point. I don't actually remember what it requires, though. I think it requires wire, which I don't think I'm getting for a while. Okay, well, let's murder these slimes before they start getting ideas. Trying to hold back a sneeze here. Okay. Okay, so that must mean it's night out if the merchant has left. Or the traveling merchant, I should say. I just keep hoping all this digging is going to lead to something interesting. Like some decent chests or anything. Oh, there's some more. Oh, there's some more ore. Copper, but hey, I'll take it. And more noises from the lobby. I really want to get one of those nifty peephole cameras so I can keep an eye on who's out there and who the hell is making all the noise. Okay. Okay, something's glowing in there. I don't know what that is, but I must know. It's funny, of all the games sometimes I sit down and I try to program games of my own, and stuff like this is real high on the list of stuff I never even try. Like, I have a tendency for old-style arcade games, and I have this idea for something kind of JRPG-like, and something that is pretty much Legend of Zelda, but if I made it. And by Legend of Zelda, I mean the original, not the weird and awful 3D ones. I can't say all 3D ones. Allegedly, the new one is pretty good. You know, the new one that's been out for several years now, the name of which escapes me. It's the one on the... Oh, Blinkroot. Well, I mean, nothing against Blinkroot, but that is significantly less exciting than I thought. I can't even think of what it's called. But people do seem to like that one. I mean, like stuff like Ocarina of Time and Twilight Princess and whatever just do nothing for me. Because, I mean, okay, when you play the first Legend of Zelda, it's... You go in a cave, you get a sword, it says, hey, it's dangerous to go alone, take this. And it's like, then you're off. You can pretty much take the adventure at your own pace from there, and, I always appreciate it. Jesus Christ. Like, you can just kind of hit the ground running. You know, if you know you're going to wait around the game, you can go get, a bunch of cool stuff early. Or you can just explore freely, and maybe you'll get to the point where you go, oh, hey. Oh, wow, that's a 45-minute cooldown on that? Oh, that's wonderful. That's like 2 days of game time that you're well fed by eating pumpkin pie. Okay, it is just regular stone. That's weird, because some of those look like they might have been gemstones. Okay, this is copper, though. I mean, hey, who doesn't like a little copper? Do I have a mining potion? Or did I leave that? Oh, hey, what's this? Hey. Oh, that's a huge improvement. I need to learn how to make those. Oh. Son of a gun, and there's a gold coin sitting right there. Well. Well, at least I know where I could find some wire in theory. At least the rest of my stuff isn't lost. Let's get that bloody machete out and try to recover. And at least my path is fairly clear here because I haven't really done a lot underground yet, so I don't have this giant ants maze of places I could go. But once I can start making stuff like Spelunker potions and all that fun stuff. Oh man, that killed both of my buffs. God, that's even worse than dying itself. I feel cheated. I mean, I don't, but I do. And down. And... God, those climbing claws are so helpful. Especially when I haven't built any infrastructure for my nonsense. I just kind of skid down a little bit. God, what even killed me? There we go. Got my gold back. How do you like them apples? Oh, let's, So I've died twice so far, and in about 2 hours. That's not so bad. It's certainly better than what I was doing in the Evil Within last night. Ooh, gold. It's weird that you can't make gold into coins. Or just meltdown coins for... Oh, gemstones. Hey. This had my interest. Now it has my attention. Because, I mean, you have to get a meteor to crash before you can use gems to make a lightsaber. But you can... I think you need 10 to be able to make a staff to cast spells with. Ooh. What have we down here? Okay, so silver ore. Okay, so I found silver and gold. That's actually a couple of the second tier of metals, I think. Oh, we have iron, silver, gold, and copper. Now, as to what I can do with them, that's another question. Because it's always a question of quantity before you can start turning them into anything useful. Do I have any explosives with me? Nope, just grenades. And I need to keep those. Because as long as you have explosives in your possession, the demolitionist can spawn. And when he can spawn, you can just start clearing away rocks like a madman. Start making sticky bombs, and life is just glorious. Oh, hello. Whoops. Oh, that's some other slime. That's gonna make cute little demon babies. Okay. And the stuff I just made will be useful. The cobwebs I found are nice too. Because that's what you need for silk, what you need for beds. And beds let you pick where you respawn. So that's definitely one of those things you want around long term. Granted, I think I have to build a lumber mill or a sawmill or something like that before I can build a loom to turn the cobwebs into silk. Although looms really just turn already existing thread into fabrics. So